This is so weird. Okay, hi everyone. I am back. I think it's been about a month. Yeah, if you watched my goodbye video, you'll know that I just sat 23 exams. They're like my final exams, and I've kind of left the school now, and now I'm going to be going to college. I'm actually going to art college in September. Yeah, I've been gone for so long that this relationship we have right here feels really awkward. Like, I haven't sat down and talked to a camera in about a month. So a lot of you guys have been following me on Instagram, and you know that they kind of went okay. My exams, I just feel like they kind of were a blur. When you're watching this, I actually have one exam left, which is a German writing exam at 9 o'clock on Thursday. Basically, I'm now free, kind of, except for the exam on Thursday. I'm free for the summer. So I'm going to be uploading. I've decided my upload days are going to be Monday and Thursday. So obviously it's Monday today, and then you're going to get a video on Thursday, and so on, like Monday, Thursday. Staying with Abby for like a month. We're going to summer in the city. If any of you guys are at summer in the city, make sure to come say hi. Okay, since I've been gone, I can breathe for the first time. Okay, since I've been gone, I've actually been reading. Now, again, if you follow my Instagram, you'll know this. So I kind of fell into this humongous book slump for 6-7 months. And it was just, I blame it on school and the exams and the pressure that teachers kind of put on us to, study for the exams. And then as soon as the exams came, I got this rush of, I must read a book right now. If you've ever been in a book slump, you'll know that feeling where it's just I don't want to do anything else, I need to read a book. And so I read 5. I'm back into my reading game again, and so I'm also back to BookTube. I took kind of a break, I guess, for those months where I experimented with different content. I did Harry Potter content, I did kind of artsy content, and if you look on my channel right now, it's all been deleted because it just wasn't me. I don't know, it just wasn't something I was happy with. And then whilst I've been gone, I've been really sad about the fact that I didn't leave BookTube, but I kind of took a break, and a lot of people were like, Connie, why did you leave BookTube? Why aren't you reading? And it was purely because that book slump. When you're in a book slump, you're not reading, so you can't really talk about books on here or on YouTube, or if you're a book person, you'll understand. You have no motivation, you haven't read anything new. But I'm back to BookTube. So yes, my channel is now kind of back to the old ways, which I'm so happy about. I've done the part where I've kind of updated you guys on I'm back and my upload schedule, and just, yeah, you guys know now that I'm back. And now for the second part, I'm going to be talking about all the books I've been reading. And then on Thursday, I have a huge book haul because I spent my monies on books. And then next Monday I have a TBR, and then next Thursday I have something very exciting to do with my hair and its colour. Can you guess what I'm doing to my hair? So like I said, I got this urge to read. And I got the urge to read The Last Star by Rick Yancey. So this is the 3rd book in the 5th Wave series. It is a film. Didn't quite enjoy the film. I should probably rewatch it now I've finished all the books. But yeah, it is a film. But there's 3 books, so it's a trilogy. There is the 5th Wave, The Infinite Sea, and The Last Star. You can just see them here behind me. Also, I've redone my bookshelf. I'm going to be doing an updated bookshelf tour. A lot of people have been like, where's your Harry Potter stuff? I promise it's just on the other shelf because I needed my room for my babies behind. I am actually really sad this trilogy is finished. I know a lot of people didn't like the 2nd and 3rd book, so this one as well. But I really, really, really enjoyed this book. I really enjoyed the trilogy. I really love Rick Yancey's writing style. I'm pretty sure I gave every book 5 stars. I think the first one was definitely the best one, but I still liked them all. I really love the storyline. It's very, I think as a whole this book is very storyline driven. I think there is some character development obviously throughout the books, but the storyline seems to be the major thing. I don't know if you'd call it a dystopian. kind of a dystopian, but also aliens. These aliens basically come down and they basically look like humans, and there are these different waves, and each wave sends out a different thing. So by the end, we're following like a group of people. I don't want to spoil too much for you guys because I didn't go into this knowing a lot, and it was better that way. Pretty sure I gave it a Goodreads rating of 5 stars. Ding! Then after I read that book, I was very in the mood for something fantasy driven. So, in the words of the people, I think it's a Hamilton quote, in the words of you guys who have always been bothering me in a nice way to read this series, to start it, I started the Mortal Instruments series. So I actually read City of Bones, and then straight after I read City of Ashes, and then we didn't pick up the others, but I will be, I promise. This is a favourite of many. It's kind of like some people's Harry Potter. I know Emma Books is like the hugest fan of this series, and I was so scared to enter this series. I also said a very long while ago on my channel that I would never read this series. Look where we are now. But both of these were amazing. This one, a lot of people don't like City of Bones, but I really enjoyed it. I gave both of these 5 stars. Ow, just poked myself in the eye. I'm a very high book reviewer rater. I don't really tend to finish a book if I'm not going to give it at least 4 or 5 stars. So if somehow you guys don't know what these books are about, basically we follow this girl called Clary Frey, who is a shadow hunter, and shadow hunters fight demons. Yes, I actually watched the City of Bones film with Lily Collins, and I didn't enjoy it. Then the next book I jumped straight back into. So this is my favourite series ever. So I have 2 favourite series, Harry Potter and Throne of Glass. And this one is a novella, and it's called The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. I meant to read it before Throne of Glass or after Heir of Fire, I think, but I only just got this, and so I read it after Empire of Storms. We're not talking about Empire of Storms, and I gave it 5 stars. I finished this so quickly. I love Sarah J. Maas's writing style. I love this world. Basically, here we follow Selena Sardothian before we see her in Throne of Glass. I don't want to spoil this series too much because, like I said, it is my favourite, and I just think every human on this planet should read it. It's wonderful. The characters are amazing. I still have Tower of Dawn to read because I pre-ordered that book, picked up on the day it came out, was very excited, and then I got into my book slump. So I'm planning on reading that literally like my next read. So after I finish the current book, I want to read that. Because this series is so good. Please, if you haven't, read the series. I would say start with this one and then go Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, blah blah. I actually have not read the Court series. I read the Court of Thorns and Roses. It wasn't. Basically, I kind of went into that thinking it was going to be Throne of Glass, and obviously it wasn't Throne of Glass, and then I didn't carry on. But I really want to read that series. This is what, quickly before I show you the other 2 books, this is what I was wanting to talk about, is possibly doing a 24-hour readathon. I was going to do a Conniebell's 24-hour readathon video. If any of you would be interested, because I did a 24-hour reading vlog a long time ago, and you guys have literally never asked for a video more than that one. Like, I always get asked, and I really want to do it again. Now I have the time. So if anyone actually wants to like join in, maybe I could make like a group chat or like a special post dedicated to it, and then we can or read for 24 hours, probably on like a Saturday when more of you guys are off, because I know that actually some people are still in school and stuff, so let me know. Okay, anyway, moving on to the next book that I read Zenith by Sasha Alsberg and Lindsay Cummings. Sasha Alsberg goes by A Book Utopia on YouTube, and she was one of the first booktubers I ever watched. She has gorgeous red hair. I just love Sasha. She's amazing. And Lindsay as well. I didn't really discover Lindsay until I picked up this book, and Lindsay's just so wonderful. I posted a picture and they both commented, and I was like, ha ha. So yeah, this book, right, I need to talk about this book, but first I need to remove. I just need to move because my legs are dead. Where do I even start? The reviews for this book were horrendous. Like, for for the book, I was not expecting that many bad reviews. The overall review on Goodreads, I think, is 2.5 or 3 stars. It's very low for a book. And so I went into this. I knew I wanted to pick it up because it's space. We follow this girl gang of space pirates. And I went into this thinking I was going to get nothing. Everyone was like, the writing style is horrendous. And I came out of this book crying. I loved it. It really, really shows how different people love different books. It's possible for someone to hate a book and for someone to love a book. It's just how the world works. So I actually really enjoyed this book. It was slightly It was slightly slow to start with. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, maybe the first 50 pages, I was kind of like, who's this? What? Brr. But I was also in midst of my exams. I still have like my big exams to do. I gave this book 4 stars. The only reason I didn't give it 5 is just because I found it, like, again, slightly too slow to start with. And I feel like I was scared that I wouldn't like it because I love Lindsay and Sasha. And what I actually had to do when I read this book was pretend it wasn't written by them and actually read this for what it was. And I really liked it. Really fast read because chapters can be like from like 1 page to like 5 pages. They don't get too long, and so it's one of those books where you're like, there's only 2 pages in the next chapter. There's only 1 page, and you just read until it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and you're like, I was meant to be asleep. Look at their little cute pictures on the back. I didn't realise authors put their pictures on the back. Is that new? I thought they were always like on the inside. I don't know. It was good. And then lastly, the book I'm currently reading. So this is The Astonishing Colour of After by Emily X.R. Pan. I went into the bookshop trying to find Furthermore by Tahara Mafi. I really wanted to get Furthermore and Witchwood. I think I read her books and the middle grades. But nowhere where I live has them in stock or in store at least. So I was browsing and then I saw this book and it really caught my attention just because of the cover design, and I didn't know that this was the book that it is because I've only ever seen American booktubers. I think the majority of booktubers I end up watching are American. I was about to say booktubers, but so all the covers are American, and I just didn't realise that this is this book because this has a very different cover to the American one. I was like, you know what, this is still on my books to buy list because I have like a list with like 50 books that I want to get, and this was one of the ones at the top, and I was like, I'm just gonna get it. I don't even know how you describe this book. There is humongous trigger warnings for suicide because it literally, this is not a spoiler because it says it on the back, her mother dies. The main character is called Leah, and her mother commits suicide, and then she thinks her mum is a bird. Yep, a bird. And it's kind of like this, I don't even know what you'd call this. It's kind of fantasy, magical, contemporary, but it does have sadness drawn into it. The writing style is amazing because we flick back from present time to past time, and the main character also sees through colour, so it's an actual like diagnosed thing where like people would be like, oh, you're really blue, or like I'm feeling very orange. Also, we have an LGBT gay girl character, which is wonderful. I love having that, and it's not like the main focus, but there is a whole chapter. So our main character Leah has a friend, and her friend kind of talks about it, but it's really nice to see how her family is supportive of that. I don't know, I really liked that. It made me very happy when I read those couple of chapters. Again, chapters are short, so it's kind of one where you flip because like it's like, ooh, literally like 2 pages a chapter and you just can't stop reading it. I'd say so far I'd give it a 5 out of 5. I really love it. So they are all the books I've actually read recently and obviously currently reading. That's kind of like 5.5 books in just over a month, which for someone who was in a huge book slump is just amazing. I'm so happy to be back on BookTube. I'm back posting about books and talking. I definitely want to do more reviews and stuff on here. I'm just so happy to be back on YouTube. So yeah. Quickly before I go, a lot of people have been asking me about how to get out of a book slump. My main tip is to watch booktubers. I watched Miss Emma Reads a Lot and Go With Flick and Catty-tastic, Jessie the Reader. There's definitely more. Ashley Outpaged, Monica She Might Be Monica, Maureen Keevy, all these people. Just watch YouTubers, booktubers. Christine, ex-Teen May. I don't think I said that. Christine, no, she's Pearl and Banana Books on YouTube. She's wonderful. Literally just watch booktubers and then find a book that really interests you. This feeling I get when I finish a book is like nothing else. I just don't really know how people don't read. If you guys have any questions or anything, you can comment down below, DM me, let me know if you'll be interested in the 24-hour readathon. Thank you so much for watching. You can give this video a big thumbs up, a comment down below, a subscribe if you would like. You can hit the Conniebell. It took me a long time to figure out what that does, but it's notifications. And then you get a little ding ding when I've uploaded. And yeah, I'll see you on Thursday. Keep that smile on your face. I love you all so much. Goodbye. Wow, it's been a long time since I've stretched that far.